Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Redcar Racecourse here on Monday. It is the 17th of April 2023. Gonna look the fourth race, 3 o'clock from Redcar, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The fourth race at 3 o'clock, it's the SDE Smith Group handicap. Class 3 handicap going for an $18,000 purse. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Horses rated 71 to 90. We have a field of 9 horses going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. I believe they're going a soft, heavy in places, so just keep that in mind. A lot of wet weather in the UK I've noticed this weekend, so we're going to have a lot of heavy grounds and soft ground, especially tomorrow at Newmarket, which is quite, I haven't remembered a Craven meeting at Newmarket in past years that's had heavy or had soft in the going. It's usually been quite fast ground for the time of year the last few years, but back to soft ground, which I don't think is that bad. But that's tomorrow. Join me for that Craven meeting preview here. But my top selection, I'm going to go with the 4-horse Shaladar. I'm going to go 483 in your TriCast trifecta. 483 TriCast trifecta. Top selection of 4-horse Shaladar. 4-year-old gun by Shala here. Kevin Ryan trains. Tom Eves gets the mount. Horse's most recent outing came the 5th of October at Nottingham. It's very soft ground, 1 mile in a class 4 handicap, and he finished second by a half a length that day. He was traveling early on. The winner Poet Lady just outgamed this horse that day. He just wasn't 100% game, which probably cost him victory, but he ran his heart out there. He's definitely had worse races last year. He could prove he can run well on heavy ground. He can run well off the bench. I'm going to give him another shot here to get another victory today. 2 back around 27th of September at Ayr on yielding ground, 1 mile in a class 4 apprentice handicap, and he won by a half a length, and he basically did everything right. He sat on the front end, he quickened up, and he kept going. Nothing bad about that race there. Major improvement off the 4th of September race at York. Good ground. I'm on a quarter class 4 handicap. He had a very wide poster, which cost him. He finished 11 by 12 lengths. He never traveled decently. He weakened out of it, had a high weight. Wasn't a recipe for success there. And then a Leicester on the 18th of August, mile and a class 4 handicap. Finished second by a nose that day, and again, he was really traveling well. He just couldn't keep up late, but he ran his heart out there. His races in midsummer weren't bad at all. He was a winner before that at Hamilton, very nicely on fast ground, and a very good place before that, even faster ground at Leicester. Refreshing here off the bench. I wouldn't surprise me if he gets the job done. A place pot or quan pot horse. I think the 8 horse here, give it some Teddy for fight men up in the saddle for Timmy Easterby. It's your second Lake Lewis winner. He's up there in age now, 9-year-old gelding by Bahamian Bounty. Most recently ran the horse 1st November here at Redcar, 7 furlongs on heavy ground in class 4 handicap, and he won by 2 lengths. And he basically traveled decently on the front end. He went away with it late. A very good victory. He took 11 starts finally to get the victory last season, but it was still a good run to finish it off. Prior to that, Newmarket on the 20th of October, 1 mile yielding ground in class 5 handicap. Stepping down in class, he finished 3rd by 6 1/4 lengths that day, and he was traveling decently on the front end. He needed something more, but nothing bad about that race. And then back here at Redcar on the 1st of October, yielding ground, 1 mile to class 2 handicap. He finished 6th by 2 1/4 lengths that day, and he just kind of weakened out of it. I do think he got, beat by better horses. He goes up a lot with the soft going. He likes the course here. Has a good wide poster. At 6-1, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I'll use him in the quad pod. But to recap my selection for the 3 o'clock, the 4th race from Redcar, going to take the 4-horse Shaladar. Give kudos to the 8-horse. Give it some Teddy. 483 TriCast trifecta. 48 in your multi-race. So good luck to him. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.